Everybody should get their IRS transcript, but if you have a IRS challenge, you must. IRS transcripts provide a history of your tax, the payments, other credits, penalties, interest, and more importantly, what the IRS has done and the dates that it has done in your situation. It shows other important IRS activity too. This information is needed because A. You can see how the IRS calculated your debt and challenge anything that's wrong. You can track whether the IRS did what it was supposed to do, and you can keep in mind that there are always two points of view to every tax problem. Yours, as you remember what it was that happened over the years, what you were told, what you have in your file, your checkbook, or other records and the like. And then there's also the IRS's. You must know and you must understand what it has about you. You need to know what it's done about your debt and what it knows about the background of that debt, because sometimes and many times the IRS is wrong. B. Penalties are also reported, and amounts of the penalties and the dates that they were assessed are also shown. You must have this information to challenge those penalties. And why pay something you don't have to? C. Other critical dates are also reported in transcripts. They include dates where returns were posted or where substitute returns were filed for you, by way of example. The dates that taxes were assessed against you are also reported. Those dates start the statute of limitations on collections. If you believe the statute of limitations for collections on any tax has expired, you must consider challenging it, and you must have your transcript to have that information. D. Many tax challenges have two or more features to them. Your transcripts will help you see what they are and how to best address and resolve your problem. For instance, there may be a 1 penalty issue for 1 or more periods, or 2, there may be different types of penalties. It may be neglect, civil fraud, failure to file, civil penalties, and the like. 3, the IRS may have already filed tax returns for you. That's why that bizarre debt that the IRS keeps trying to collect from you strikes you as being outworldly, and you need to know which of the years that applies to in order to take the steps to correct it. 4, the IRS may not have followed all the steps that the law requires it to take before it can levy or lien your property. Yes, the IRS acts illegally a lot. 5, the IRS may have received incorrect information about you, and it may have been basing its demands on you on that bad information. Again, why pay what you don't owe? Why pay something that doesn't apply to you? And if you have that information, you're going to be able to correct it. 6, you may be the victim of identity theft or fraud, more common now than ever, and you must have that information from your transcript. 7, whether the IRS wants you to pay somebody else's taxes, like your former spouse's, or taxes your current spouse owed before you were married, will be included in your transcript. And you're not responsible for them, and you can take steps to correct that. The transcripts reveal all of the above and many more things. Now, you can request transcripts either verbally or in writing, but it's suggested that you do both so that your request is clearly understood. You can request transcripts from the revenue officer assigned to your case or the representative at the Automated Collections Services, or by calling the IRS toll-free telephone number. There's a message tree there that usually explicitly addresses the numbers that you have to punch to get to the section where you can request your transcript. But again, our suggestion is that you make it in writing, and we'll help you to do that if you have a telephone consultation with us. That's one of the things that we do for you so that there's no doubt. Remember, it's wise to address your tax problems as soon as you possibly can. And the only way to do that is to get a hold of your transcripts so that you know the extent of the problem, the years that are involved, and what to do about it. This is going to help you avoid confusion and certainly correct inaccuracy. It's also important if you're preparing for a collection due process hearing, an equivalency hearing, or if you're going to request the removal of penalties or eliminate improper taxes. So, the truth is, everybody should get and everybody should safely save and store your IRS transcripts, even if the IRS isn't demanding anything from you. Thank you.